Hello, welcome back to Memory Space. This is Frog speaking. Right now we have some words. Some words that share the root dict, meaning to say or speak, to say repeatedly, that is, to fix to something, or to prescribe or to order. And we have some prefixes and suffixes that are combined with the root to form these words. And they are labeled with either CFR levels or the general academic levels, namely the elementary level, middle school level, high school level, college level, and post-college level. Alright, so before we study words, let's dive into the root itself. So we have the root dict or dict, and followed by the verb suffix air or ear, meaning to say repeatedly, that is to fix to something, and to prescribe and to order. So we have the building block, dict, meaning to say or speak, to say repeatedly, to prescribe or to order somebody to do something. That's gonna help us unlock the meaning of many words easily. Right, so what's the first word? The first word we have predict. Predict. Let me change the color. Alright, predict. 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 And we have the prefix pre. The prefix pre meaning before. And we have the root dict. Dict, meaning to say or speak. So predict literally means what? It means to say. To say what? To say something. To say something. To say something beforehand. To say something beforehand. Beforehand. Alright. To say something beforehand. So for example, let's say it's not easy. It's not easy to predict something. Predict what? Predict, let's say the end of the pandemic. The pandemic. And pandemic of COVID-19. Right, yes, we have prediction. 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 Oh, prediction. And we have the prefix pre, the root dict, and the noun suffix on. So the analysis will be the same. So let me copy and paste to save some time. Or copy and paste. So we have the prefix pre, meaning before, the root dict, meaning to say or speak, followed by ion, and now suffix ion, with variation or short. Means state, condition, process, or result. State, condition, process, or result. Result. Cool. So Prediction literally means what? It means the condition or the state of saying something beforehand. So the state of saying something beforehand. The state of saying something beforehand. Cool. So for example, let's say the economist made a prediction. Made a prediction about what? Prediction about the global economy. Global economy. Good. Next we have indict. Be aware of the pronunciation of this word. Indict. Indict. We have the silent C here. So C is not pronounced in this word. Indict. So that's just the exception of the phonogram. Indict. This word is true exception. So indict. So what I do is I use the say to spell method to remember the spelling of a word. So instead of remember indict, I would remember indict for a spelling purpose. Alright, so indict. You have the prefix in. The prefix in this case, it means the specific person or thing. Remember, the prefix in has several possibilities. It could be used as the negation prefix, meaning not. It could also be used as in, means into or within something. And this one is the third possibility would be the specific person or thing. You could just imagine that you narrow down the scope within the scope, narrowed it down to be the specific person or things. Right. So we have the root dict. The root dict, meaning to say or speak. To say or speak. To say or speak. So what indict literally means? Indict literally means it's a legal word. So it's for a law court. Say to say something. To say the specific thing. So to say what? To say that somebody is guilty. Somebody is guilty of crime. Yes. To say that somebody is guilty of crime. Indict. So for example, let's say the man was indicted for murder. or murder. And you could replace it with any kind of crime you like. Alright. Next we have the noun form of indict. We have indictment. 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 Cool. Again, we have the prefix. The prefix in, meaning the specific person or thing. The specific person or thing. And we have the root dict, meaning to say or speak. And lastly, we have the noun suffix. Noun suffix mean, or its variants mean or mean. In the state, condition, process, or result. Alright, so indictment literally means what? It means the process or result. It means process, or as a result, it means document. Some kind of document or process of saying that somebody is guilty of crime. Alright, so the document. The document or the process of saying that somebody is guilty of crime. Somebody is guilty of crime. That's the specific thing. Alright, so for example, let's say again, the man is a noun. So the man was under indictment. Indictment for murder. Right, the man was under indictment for murder. Next, we have diction. Diction. Oh, diction. And we have the root dict, meaning to say or speak. And we have the noun suffix. The noun suffix on with variants shun or shun or Asian, meaning state, condition, process, or result. So state, condition, process, or result. So diction literally means what? It means the state of saying something, saying words properly. So the state of saying what? Saying words properly. Right. Let's say, for example, an anchor. An anchor had good or clear diction. Alright, next we have malediction. 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 Alright, malediction. And we have the root mal or male in evil. And we have another root, dict, meaning to say or speak. Right. And lastly, we have the noun suffix on and its variants shown. For Asian, meaning state, condition, process or result. Alright, so malediction literally means what? It means evil speaking. That's it. Evil speaking. Or evil saying. This means a curse. So for example, let's say words on the wall. Look like what? Look like malediction. Look like a malediction. Alright, words on the wall look like a malediction. Alright, next we have addict. Alright. So keep in mind or be aware that the stress is at the first syllable. Alright, addict. And we have the prefix. Add. Or its variants. A followed by double consonants or the letter A itself. And we have, it means two or word. And we have the root, dict. Meaning to fix to something. So addict would be somebody somebody, somebody who is, somebody who is fixed to something, fixed to something. So for example, we have, let's say, drug addict, and a drug addict, a drug addict. All right. Next we have addicted, 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 addicted. All right. And again, we have the prefix at, or a followed by double consonant, or the letter a itself. And we have, it means to, or to word. And we have the root fixed, meaning to fix to something, fix to something. And lastly, we have adjective suffix at. That's an adjective suffix. All right, addicted. So addicted literally means being fixed to something. Yeah, that's it. Being fixed to something. So let me change your color. Being fixed. Being fixed. Being fixed. Being fixed to something. All right. So for example, we could say, let's say, some young people, or some teenagers, young people are addicted to drugs. All right, next we have addiction. 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 To the addiction. All right, addiction. And we have the prefix at, or variance a followed by double consonants, or the letter a itself, meaning to, or to word. Cool. And we have the root dict. The root dict, meaning to fix to something. And lastly, we have the noun suffix on, or shun, or patient, in state, condition, process, or result. Cool. So addiction literally means what? Is the state of being fixed to something. The state of being fixed to something. The state of infix. To something. To something. That's it. Addiction. So for example, we have drug addiction or alcohol. Alcohol addiction. All right, next we have dictate. 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 All right, we have the root dict, meaning to order. And we have the verb suffix ate. It's a verb suffix in this case. All right, so dictate means to order somebody. To order somebody to do something. So dictate. For example, let's say the media. The media can only supervise the government. Not dictated. Not dictated. All right, next we have dictation. Dictation. Cool. Dictation. And we have the root dict, meaning to order. And we have the verb suffix ate. Verb suffix followed by ion. The noun suffix or its variants shown or Asian, meaning state condition as a result. State condition process or result. So dictation really means what? It means the state of receiving orders. The state of receiving orders. Not the state of ordering someone to do something. It's the state, instead of order someone to do something, is receiving orders. The state of receiving. Receiving orders. And receiving orders and writing them down. Writing them down. Alright, so for example, let's say there are anchors, there are reporters. There are reporters taking dictation in a conference. In a conference. Alright, there are reporters taking dictation in a conference. And next one, you have dictator. 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 Cool, dictator. Again, we have the root dict. The root dict, meaning to order. To order somebody to do something. And we have the verb suffix, ate, which is a verb suffix. And lastly, we have the noun suffix, or, as a variance of meaning somebody or something. It's a common noun suffix. Dictator. Alright, so dictator literally means what? It means somebody, especially a ruler who orders somebody to do unreasonable things. So we have a ruler. A ruler who orders somebody to do unreasonable things. Unreasonable things. Right, a ruler who orders somebody to do unreasonable things is a dictator. So, for example, let's say the downfall of the brutal dictator. That's it. The downfall of the brutal dictator. Alright. So next, in the next section, we are gonna study some words that share a root R and its variants that fit M, meaning to say or speak or to admit. Alright, let's move on.